Napoleon was born in 1769 on the island of Corsica. His father was part of the nobility in Italy. Napoleon won a scholarship to a prestigious military school. He graduated as a lieutenant in the French army. Napoleon was a child of the French Revolution, brought to an end when he rose to power. Napoleon had preserved the best parts of the revolution during his time as emperor. In 1792, Napoleon had become a captain in the French army. 2 years passed and he became a brigadier general. 2 more years later and he was commander of all French armies in Italy. Once finished in Italy, Napoleon turned to France as a hero. He was then given command of the army and training to invade Britain. While in France, Napoleon set up a new government, the Consulate. It was a republic, but Napoleon held absolute power. 2 years later, he announced himself Emperor Napoleon I. In 1801, Napoleon made amends with one of the oldest enemies of the Revolution, the Catholic Church. In agreement, Napoleon made Catholicism the main religion in France, and the Catholic Church would not ask for church land taken during the Revolution. During the Revolution, there were 300 different legal systems. People tried to create a single law order for the entire nation, but it wasn't completed until Napoleon's rule. He created 7 law codes, the Civil Code being the most important, and was introduced in 1804. Napoleon was well known for appointing strong administration. Public and military officers were chosen according to ability. Nobles were chosen based off duty served to their country. In 1799, France was at war with Russia, Great Britain, and Austria. In 1803, Napoleon destroyed the Russian, Austrian, and Prussian armies. Napoleon was now the master of Europe. Napoleon was never able to take control of Britain. Their naval power was too great for Napoleon to penetrate. He tried to cut off their trading goods from Europe, but he failed. Napoleon and 600,000 men marched into Russia. Napoleon had hoped for a quick victory. The Russians, instead of fighting, retreated and murdered everything they left. This meant that no food was there to plunder for Napoleon's men. Napoleon eventually destroyed the Russian army at Moscow. He returned to France with only 40,000 of the original 600,000 men that he left with. The neighboring countries took advantage of this and attacked France. They exiled Napoleon to an island called Elba. Napoleon left Elba and returned to France with a warm welcome. Napoleon's remaining veterans forged an army, but were defeated. He was then exiled to St. Helena Island, where he died at the age of 51.
Created using Powtoon.